crafters, it's Julie Creek from Creek Bank Creations. Happy to be with you today. Thrilled to be a part of the Mega Meet virtual event. And my husband Tom and I own Creek Bank Creations. We are a small family-owned paper arts company located in Perrysville, Indiana. I design our products and we're happy to share them with you today. So today we're going to talk about a new product for us called the Shutter Pull Die. This is a mechanism and system that I invented for scrapbook pages or mini albums. And we have custom sleeves, heavy duty sleeves that are self-sealing that allow you to put photos on top of your scrapbook page and have them protected. So the great thing about the system, whether you're putting it in a scrapbook page or a mini album, is that you can add a bunch of photos all in one space. And you can see here, I have 5 photos on this space and I'm just pulling it with a pull tab. You need about 6.5 inches around to get it on your project. So you want to have a project bigger than that. 6x6 album is going to be too small, but you could do an 8x8 mini or a 12x12 scrapbook page. Now this is the snow layout that we've created. All of the layouts that I'm going to share with you here today come from the PhotoPlay paper collection, Gnome for Christmas. And you can purchase that from our website. And when you purchase it, we're including the instructions for 6 different layouts with full color photos and sketches. Now, what I want to point out to you here is in this place of the 5th photo, I put in a journaling box. So you can put a 5th photo there, or you can put in the journaling box, whichever one you prefer. Now this is a nice layout which shows that you can actually use the pull mechanism from the side. So in this case, we're pulling from the side. So you can decide where you want to place it on your project, at the bottom or on the side, and have fun with what you do with it. Now, once again, all of these layouts were made with the paper collection from PhotoPlay. Here's another great layout that we've made with that same collection. Again, all layouts from the same collection. We're going to pull this down from the bottom and we're going to flip it up. And then there you go. There's another 5 photos. So great thing about this is if you have a relative that you don't really like and you want to hide them, you can like put them on the back and then they won't be seen. So this is called the shutter pull mechanism. I'm going to turn the camera down and teach you how to put it on a scrapbook page. So in this case, I've already got my basic layout done. And when you are going to use the shutter pull on a scrapbook page or a mini album, you want to leave a space about 6.5 by 6.5 so you have room for the mechanism. And you can see from this layout that I've already done that. I have that space there that I've left for that mechanism. When I have the shutter pull system, I do store all of this in our storage envelopes, and I want to show you what's in the envelope when I store it. I have my shutter sleeves in there. I have my die. This is what comes with the shutter pull die. I keep a piece of chipboard in there, which is the piece of chipboard that we'll use to slide into the page protector. I'll show you that in a minute. I have a jig that measures 2 inches. I'm going to explain that in a minute. I keep that in my kit. And then we do have written instructions. If you like written instructions, we do have those. You can get those in the download area of our website. And if you buy a collection, we're gonna actually give you these instructions in our bundle. So I keep that in there as well. That way I have it for reference. So what we're going to do today is talk about how to add that mechanism to the scrapbook page. And we're actually going to put it right over here, right underneath our gnomes. So the first thing that we're gonna wanna do is cut a piece of scrap paper. Doesn't matter what color it is. It's gonna be 3 inches by 5 inches. It will not show. It sits behind all the photos. You don't have to worry about it showing. We're gonna locate the rectangle die with the 3 X's. We're going to set that right in the middle of our piece of paper and we're going to die cut it. When it comes out of the die cut machine, you're going to have this piece of paper with the 2 slits cut for you. You'll find that there is a score line there and 3 X marks that are scored into the paper. So what we're going to do is turn it over on the back and we are going to place adhesive all the way around the outside edge. We are not putting any adhesive in this area. We're putting adhesive around the outside edge only. Then we are going to take and adhere that to our page. Now, when we're ready to adhere this to the page, what we need to know is that we need that project, the mechanism, to sit 2 inches off of the edge. If we get this device too close to the outside edge of our project, then the pull tab will end up hanging out of the layout way down here. And we don't want that. We want the tab to be up here. So you can use a ruler to measure. I just keep a little jig in my kit, and then I know. If I were building this layout and I were going to put the photos on the side and have them flipping sideways, then I would put 2 inches over here. So what we're going to do is lay our jig down here. So we know we're 2 inches off. I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to adhere it to my page. Now, when I do this, if you'll notice on my sheet here, on the little piece that die cut, you'll have 3 X's that are scored into the project and a line. Take your pencil and just run over that line so you trace that line. And we want those 3 X's to be away from the outside edge. So we're gonna lay that on our scrapbook page. We're gonna center it and adhere that down. And now we have the mechanism in place. We are ready to slide that into our scrapbook page because I've already got the rest of my page done. I'm going to slide that into my page protector. You can use whatever page protector you have. And so now I've got my page protector there. We're going to take a pencil, or you can use an embossing stylus, and we're going to trace that slit. We're going to trace both of them all around the outside edge. When we do this, it's going to dent the page protector, and then we will know exactly where to cut the slit. We need to cut that slit out. Now, when we do this, we only want to cut through the top layer. So we are going to take a little piece of chipboard, or you can use a cutting mat, slide that down into the page protector. I'm going to try to lift this up and see if you can see these marks. The pencil, it leaves a mark on the page protector. So you can go over that with a dry erase marker, go over the line with a dry erase marker, and then you'll be able to see it a little bit better, and it'll help you. Now what we're gonna do is take our X-Acto knife, and we're just gonna go right over where that line is and cut those 2 pieces out of the page protector. Now I have those out, so I'm going to remove my piece of chipboard out of there, and I am going to slide my layout back down into the page protector. And what I will find is that the 2 slits that I just cut accommodate the holes perfectly. So we're ready to work on the actual pull part of the mechanism. So we have this all ready to go, and what you need to do is take the pull tab die and die cut that. And I've die cut it 2 times on a 110-pound cardstock, and one of the times it's just regular cardstock. The other time I have my super tacky tape on it. So you don't have to use the super tacky tape, but it sure does help strengthen it. So we sell super tacky tape in a 3-inch roll or 6-inch roll. You unwind it, you put your paper in it, you trim it out, and you die cut it, and that turns your die cut into a sticker. This is 110-pound cardstock. We do sell 110-pound cardstock on our website. Now I'm gonna just take my pencil and run over this so you can see that when you die cut this, it's gonna put score marks in the pull tab mechanism for you. And I have marked those for you so you can see them. What we wanna do is take our scissors and cut just below where those score marks are. So I've used my pencil to draw a line, but you can literally just take your scissors and trim it off, or you could die cut it in such a way that you didn't have that bottom piece. You only need this piece. So what we're gonna do is throw this piece away. It's trash. and we're going to keep the pull tab piece. We are going to take that, we're going to pull off the tape liner, and we're going to adhere it to the other piece, and this will strengthen the pull tab and keep the paper from folding and crushing on you. There's your strengthened piece, nice and straight, and we are going to train the folds. So just take it back and forth, train the folds. Then I'm going to take my pencil for this and trace over it so you can see it. There we go. We are ready to adhere this into our layout. So we are going to set up our layout, and we are going to take the pull tab, and you'll notice I turn my pencil marks down. I'm going to slide that through, and I want it to come out the tab, out the bottom, so that it's sitting on the page. Now we are going to take our tape, and we're going to put tape right on top of those X's. So between the line and the top, we're putting adhesive. And I am using our Super Tacky tape. This is what that looks like. Hoping you can see tape right here. Okay, now we're going to take the device, we're going to grab the top edge, and we're going to pull it down, and we're going to line it up with that pencil line that's on our page. So we're going to pull it down, and it's going to line up right there with that pencil mark. We're going to push it down into the adhesive. Then you're going to pull your pull tab up and fold it so that you have the 3 score X's and the 3 scored X's right there. And those are where we will put adhesive and later add photos. So I'm going to put adhesive right on top of those X marks. Now we are ready to deal with our shutter sleeves. The shutter sleeves are made so that they'll accommodate your photos and protect your photos for you. And I designed these to fit a photo mat 6.25 by 4.25. Now in this case, we have white here, and the white paper represents your photo, and I already put these on the photo mat. So you're going to cut a photo mat, you're going to take your photo and slide it into the sleeve. So there's my photo. I'm going to turn the photo sleeve over, fold that, and take your finger, or you can use your score tool, and give it a really nice crease. Remove the self-adhesive strip and close it shut. And we're going to do that to all of the photos. Now, I have all 5 of my photos sleeved, and they're protected. By the way, there are 25 sleeves in this package, so you can do at least 5 layouts with it. And here's what I want to show you. When you put this on your device, you really need to think about, what is my top photo? So this is going to be my top photo. And then when I flip this up, the photo that I'm going to put on with it to make a set needs to be facing the right direction. So there's my top set, and then the next 2 pieces that I have will be this way, fold that up, and that'll be that way. So we need to make sets, and you need to think about what's going to be on the top, what's going to be flipped up. You'll just have to kind of work on that part of it. So you'll need 2 sets, and what we will do is take those 2 sets and adhere them together. This will hide the seam and the adhesive strip on the back of the sleeve. So we're putting tape all around the outside edge, and then we are going to adhere them together. And we have 2 sets. So to make this, you can use 2 sets, and then add the 5th photo, or you can just do 2 sets and the journaling block. Now I like to put another one right down the center just to kind of secure everything. And then what we are going to do is take those two and take that other photo and make 2 sets. So we're gonna set them right on top of each other, push them together, and we'll have, that's my first set, push all the air out, and then I need to do the other one. Now I have my 2 sets and my single photo that's gonna go at the bottom. It is not going to flip up, it's stationary. So I have my 2 sets. I'm gonna get my layout here. And I am going to remove the adhesive from the bottom row, and I'm going to put the bottom set of pictures on first. So the 2 that I adhered together, I like to put the bottom row on first, makes it a lot easier. And we're just gonna center that from side to side and put the pull tab in the middle, and we're gonna push that right into the adhesive that we already put down. Then we're gonna remove the tape here, and we're going to do the same thing with our top photo. And we're going to lay that right on top, right at the top edge, center everything, push it down into the adhesive, and I have just made the device for my scrapbook page. Now I have this showing, which is not very attractive. So this is where I could go in and I could just put a journaling box on here, or I could add in that 5th photo. Right there covers everything up. So when I do this, I like to take a piece of adhesive, run it across that device here. I'm gonna draw it with a pencil so you can see where I put it. Just right there, okay? Take your adhesive off. And I like to slide my photo underneath there and figure out my placement, like how much of my tab do I want to show down here? How far up do I want it? Line it up side to side with the other photos, press down. Now I have created that flip device, and I've added 5 photos to my scrapbook page, and they're in a page protector, protected for my scrapbook page. So I'm gonna pull the camera up and we're gonna talk about specials. Yoo-hoo! Greetings, crafters. We have some time left in our session with you with the virtual event for Great Lakes Mega Meet. So I wanted to share with you about the mini album. We talked about the scrapbook page and the shutter pull die, but I wanted to talk about the mini album. This is the Prima 8x8 mini album. We do have this on our website, and I want to show you how you can use the sleeves to protect your photos. So if you have a belly band in your album, you can put 2 sleeves back to back, and now your photos are totally protected. I'm using the shutter sleeves for this. And if you look here, we have a little pocket. We have our photos tucked in here, 2 photos in the sleeves, back to back, totally protected. So that's another great use for the sleeves. Over here, I want to show you how to put the actual shutter pull mechanism in an album. You are going to need an album 8x8 or larger. And the first thing we'll want to do is get a piece of paper, scrap paper, and make that 3x5 base that we talked about earlier and die cut the slits on there. So you can see I've got my 2 slits, and I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to mark where those scores are, X's for scores and for tape, and then I'm going to mark where that line is. And then we're going to actually have this shutter left to right. So we're going to set it on the side. Now remember, we talked about earlier, when we put things on a scrapbook or a project, we want to have that 2 inches from the outside edge. So I'm using my jig there, 2 inches from the outside edge. And we always want to have the tape mark, or where those X's are, away from the outside edge. So it's away from the outside edge. We're going to turn this over, remove our tape, and then we're going to set that on our page, center it top to bottom, 2 inches away from the edge, and we will make sure we stick everything down, and there's our device. Now we've added our device, and what's going to happen when we go ahead and build the shutter system in here is that when we go to pull the photos for them to flip, they're going to catch on this edge right here. So we're going to take a piece of paper, we're going to run that piece of paper right up to that little edge, right to the die line edge, hold that up so you can see it. We're going to put that right on that edge, and that is going to allow the device to flip for us without catching on the edge of the cardstock. I'm going to remove my tape. We're going to go in and set that right on the edge. Then we will take our pull device, and the pull device has already been prepped like we did earlier where we cut to and we reinforce it. And I'm going to take the end of my pull tab. I'm going to line it up with the pencil mark, and I'm going to push that end right down into the tape. Now I'm going to push that forward so that I have the 2 lines of X's, and we know where there are X's, there is tape. So we're going to put our tape on there so that we can adhere our photos. Now I have already put the photo sleeves together, so I put 2 back to back, and in this case we're just using white cardstock. We're putting tape on the X's. Then we will put our second set of photos in first. There we go. So we're going to put our second set in first, push it right down into the tape, and our next set will go in right on top of those X's. And when we put this on, we want to center it on top of the other photos. Now there are my 1, 2, 3, 4, but my device, this is showing. We don't want that. So you can see I've drawn a line here. We're going to put a piece of adhesive there, and then we will add the 5th photo in there. Now, if you don't want to put the 5th photo in, you could put a journaling block in here. So what I like to do is put my adhesive on there, set that in there, shut the device, and then I can figure out exactly where I want it to be, push down so that that is adhered into the tab. And now I just made my mini album with 5 4x6 photos on one page. So let's talk specials, shall we? We are excited to offer the paper collection and the sketches that we talked about earlier. You saw the layouts in the very beginning of this video, and we did use the paper from PhotoPlay. When you order that from our website, you're also going to get the PDF download that has all of the instructions for the layouts, cutting instructions, and layout instructions. There are 6 different layouts in here, including all the layouts you saw in the video, plus a few extras. So when you order the paper collection, you get the PDF download with it. And you can use coupon code TRAIN, T-R-A-I-N, with the products on our website, and you will get 15% off. The 15% off coupon code is not valid on the Black Friday specials that we have on the website, and nor is it valid on the bundle specials, because the bundle specials are already 30% off. So we did talk about Black Friday, didn't we? We have a whole section of unbelievably cheap products in the Black Friday section of our warehouse, of our online store. So if you take a look at the Black Friday things, you'll see most things are 40% off. Some really nice bargains in there. Any order that you place, you're going to get free freight if you order over $50, and we are shipping within the continental United States. We do have a whole section on the website called Bundle Specials. If you look at the bundle specials, any bundle special that's on the website has a coordinating YouTube live video that goes with it. So when you look at the bundles, you can look at the lives on our YouTube channel, and they coordinate. So you can buy a bundle special and watch the live video and put those together. Now we do have a bundle special for the shutter pole die, which is a brand new product for us. In the bundle special, which is going to be a 30% savings, you are going to get the shutter sleeves, and you're going to get 2 packages of shutter sleeves. That makes 50 shutter sleeves. Then you're going to receive the shutter pull die and the components for it. And we're including in this set the instructions. So some of you like written instructions. These are the instructions that I keep with my shutter pull die, so that I have them if I need them. That's included in the bundle special, and the normal price of that would be $38.96. You'll save $10.97 if you order it as a bundle special under bundle specials on the website, and that will bring your total to $27.99. Now we also have the Prima album that you saw is on the website. And anytime we do a live video, we have a blog post connected with it. So our blog can be found at www.creekbankcreations.blogspot.com. The blog always has a detailed shopping list with clickable links back to the website. So if you have questions about things you saw today, you can go to the blog and reference that back. We also have a Pinterest page. Everything you saw today, you'll find on our Pinterest page so that you can be inspired and create other things. Now, the one thing we haven't had a chance to talk about is our Tuesday night lives. We do live sessions every Tuesday night at 7:30, excluding next week because it's Thanksgiving week. We won't be on. We'll be back in December on Tuesday night. And we are currently doing a series of cards with the birch tree die, and the birch tree die is called Into the Woods, and that die has a it's got the birch trees, and then it has the deer on it. So these are the projects that we will be working on over the next series of weeks. This is called the All Is Calm series, and we'll do a card every Tuesday night. This is our slim card, and this is a part of our All Is Calm series that we will be doing on Tuesday nights. Love to have you join us over on YouTube. We do have the written instructions for this as well in our PDF file download on the website. Lots of stuff in that download area on our website. Hey, thank you so much for hanging with us. It's been our pleasure to be with you. If we can do anything to help you or answer any questions, feel free to contact Tom and I at creekbc@gmail.com. You can find our website, www.creekbankcreations.com.